Hello, friends, and welcome to Bloom and Beyond. Today, we're going to talk about two things that almost every midlife woman I know struggles with: sleep and energy. First, let's be honest. Midlife isn't always easy. Between menopause, stress, family, work, and just trying to do it all, it can feel like our bodies are rebelling against us. And one of the first places that shows up is in our sleep. Either we can't fall asleep, or we wake up at like 2 or 3 a.m. staring at the ceiling, or we crash hard during the day no matter how much coffee that we've had. Does that sound familiar? If you're nodding your head, you're so not alone. I've been there too, lying awake, wishing my brain would just shut off, or waking up more tired than when I went to bed. And it can be discouraging because when you're not rested, everything feels harder. Your mood, your focus, your patience, even your motivation to eat well or exercise. Everything seems thrown off when you're exhausted. The good news is you don't need a complete life overhaul to start sleeping better and feeling more energized. Sometimes really simple shifts in what we eat and in the habits that we create, they can make a big difference. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. I'm going to share with you a list of 10 foods and 5 habits that can help support your body instead of working against it. And the best part is that you can start tonight. Now, don't worry about writing everything down. I'm also sharing the link to a PDF which has all of this information for you. It's free for you to download. So before we get into the list, let's talk about why sleep and energy take such a hit during this stage of life. Hormones play a big role. As estrogen and progesterone fluctuate, your natural sleep rhythm gets disrupted. And add in things like night sweats, stress, and a busy mind, and no wonder you feel off balance. Sleep just isn't about closing your eyes. It's when your body resets hormones, recharges your brain, and repairs tissues. So when you're not sleeping well, it's not just that you're tired. Your entire system is running on basically a low battery. And this is why focusing on food and habits is so powerful. They're like tools that you can use every single day to bring your body back into rhythm. Now let's start with 10 foods for better sleep and steady energy. You've probably noticed that what you eat really does impact how you feel. Certain foods can calm your nervous system, balance hormones, and even encourage your body to produce melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. Here are some of my favorites. Almonds. These are rich in magnesium, which relaxes your muscles and helps you get into deeper sleep. Think of magnesium as your body's relax mineral. Cherries, especially tart cherries. They're a natural source of melatonin. A small handful in the evening can actually help your body recognize that it's time to wind down. Bananas, full of potassium and vitamin B6, they not only calm your nervous system but also help with mood. A banana with nut butter is a great evening snack. Oats. They're a steady release carb, which means they help keep your blood sugar stable. And that's huge because blood sugar dips in the middle of the night are one of the reasons why we wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. Pumpkin seeds, and we're getting into that season. These are loaded with zinc and magnesium, both of which are tied to better sleep quality. And leafy greens, like spinach, kale, collard greens, they're high in iron and folate, which help with energy. If you're dragging through the afternoon, greens can give you a natural lift. Salmon, or some type of fatty fish, these are rich in omega-3s and vitamin D, which improve mood and also help regulate sleep cycles. And Greek yogurt. This one's great because the protein plus the calcium work together to help balance hormones and support energy. Just watch the sugar content in the yogurt that you choose. Lentils and beans. Full of plant-based protein and fiber, they keep your blood sugar stable throughout the day, which means fewer crashes. And green tea, but go for decaf or matcha. It contains L-theanine, which calms your mind without making you drowsy. Perfect for that mid-afternoon reset. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go eat all of these foods tonight, but maybe pick like 1 or 2 to add into your week and see how your body responds. Okay, so let's move from food to habits, because what you do before bed matters just as much as what you eat. Here are 5 simple habits that you can start right away. First, create a wind-down routine. About 30 minutes before bed, dim the lights, stretch, read something calming, or do some deep breathing. You're basically telling your body, hey, it's time to slow down. Second, cut back on screens. I know, this one is hard, but the blue light from phones and TVs delays melatonin production. So try unplugging an hour before bed. Even swapping your phone for a book can make a huge difference. 3, keep your room cool. Research shows that the ideal sleep temperature is around 65 to 68 degrees. A cooler room signals to your body that it's time to rest. 4, stick to a consistent sleep schedule. So going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, will train your body's natural rhythm. And 5th, limit late night sugar and alcohol. Both of those can spike blood sugar and disrupt your sleep cycles. If you want something to drink in the evening, try a calming herbal tea instead. Even just adopting one of these habits can shift your sleep in a big way. So again, not all at once. So here's my challenge for you this week. Pick one food and one habit from what I just talked about. Try them. Notice how your body feels. Do you fall asleep faster? Do you wake up less in the middle of the night? Do you have more energy during the day? These little changes stack up, and they add up to you feeling more like yourself again. Not just surviving midlife, but actually thriving. So to make this super easy, I put all of this into a free PDF that you can download. It's called Better Sleep and Steady Energy in Midlife. It has the full list of foods and the habits that I've just discussed, and you can grab a copy in the link in this episode description or in my bio. So remember, midlife doesn't have to mean running on empty. With the right tools and a little bit of support, you can reclaim your energy and get the kind of rest that your body has been craving. Now, if this episode was helpful for you, please share it with a friend who's also navigating midlife, because we are all in this together.